We just saw our African brothers, Egypt, cruising all the way to the round of 16. Of course, they did beat Australia. That is on penalty. So they have booked their place, joining Morocco as the two African countries rather, that have sealed qualification to the round of 16 thus far. But there is still more action to watch out for, and this is the action that we are bringing to you today. Cabo Verde or Cape Verde, representing Africa as well, looking to make it to the round of 16, but standing in their way is the world number one. We are talking of the Lionel Scaloni coached Argentina, and the big question is, will Cabo Verde be able to make it to the round of 16? And of course, the Blue Shark have been giving in some consistent performances, 3 draws that have seen them rising up the rankings from position number 67 to position number 64 that is in the world. So that tells you so much about the magnitude of this team. It's solid at the back, and it's one team that you cannot score many goals against. Only Uruguay, you have managed to score against them in this edition. Of course, my name is Raynald Ngwarati, and I'm not walking alone. I am walking with 2 gentlemen. One man that I know from the United Front, that is the great Makepe Kepe, and that is a legend, Devon Chafa, who is on my far right, and I have got Tsvanhu right here on my near right. And of course, gentlemen, I won't give you time to introduce yourselves, but let us get straight into this. We are looking at the world number 1 against the world number 64. And I will start with you, Prosper. What are the chances Egypt grabbing the ticket to the round of 16? Will this be a motivating factor to Cabo Verde to say, we can push through and we can stop Lionel Messi and these charges?
Yeah, spot on. Egypt obviously doing the business, qualifying. Huge African interest there, joining Morocco into the next round. So it should be massive motivation for Cape Verde. I mean, it's a proper David and Goliath contest, this one. They're coming up against the world number 1 ranked side, Argentina, with the Lionel Messi in the side as well. But I mean, they've been punching above their weight all tournament. I mean, they came out unscathed throughout the group stages. A couple of draws there. No one gave them a chance against Spain. And they, held the former world champions Uruguay to a 2-all draw, and then obviously the draw against Saudi Arabia. So they will be feeling confident going into this one, but make no mistake about it, it's a tough mountain to climb, because they're going to be up against a team that is unbeaten in the last 10 games in all competitions, 7 wins as well in World Cup competition, and that man again, Lionel Messi, he's been firing for more cylinders, already on 6 goals in the tournament so far. But I'm expecting a good contest. I mean, from an African perspective, let's hope that they can cause an upset.
Well, you called tough twice, and you called tough mountain to climb. And I'm coming to you, Devon. We are looking at these African sides. We have had African sides that have been knocked 5 so far in the round of 32. And of course, it has not gone so well. And I love to call it the 86th minute plague that we have seen. In the 86th minute, tables turning around, and African teams are failing to hold on to the leads that they have. As we see the fans there from Argentina celebrating, and early celebrations for them, hoping that they will be able to have it easy. And of course, our grand stadium that is in picture. But Devon, we are talking of these teams, the African teams that have failed to perform in the last 4 minutes of regulation time. Do you think that will be lingering in Cabo Verde's minds right now to say, others have gone out in the last 5 minutes of the game, maybe we could be victims as well?
The good thing about this playing maybe the last matches is you rectify the mistakes that the other teams have been doing. Looking at Cape Verde, I would say they are a team that is very organized defensively, but they are playing a team that is
they have that man, Lionel Messi.
That's where I was going. They have one of the world's best, or I would say the greatest players of all time, Lionel Messi. Are they going to stop him? But knowing football, it's a team effort. With the way I have seen them playing, I wouldn't say they were going to do the Houdini, but they'll push Argentina to the limit. Because defensively they are very okay. Maybe like we were saying, the last 85 5 minutes or so.
Well, as we look there at the statistics of the man Lionel Messi, one of the greatest of all time, as Devon has said, and of course he is warming up, hoping that he is going to have a good one. Of course, in the first match in this World Cup, he managed to score a hat-trick, followed it up with a double, and then scored a free kick in the third group match. So this is shaping out to be the dream tournament for Lionel Messi. And you look at it from a point of view of rankings, you'd say that yes, he had it easy. He has been playing in an easy pathway all the way to the final. And do you think that Lionel Messi can be able to replicate it? But starting with Cabo Verde, we have got Vozinha in goal. One man that we have seen, we has showed up to the party, making crucial saves and key saves that have kept Cabo Verde up to this point in time.
Yeah, Lionel Messi, I mean, is an icon of this world's most beautiful game. People forget as well that he's 39 years of age. They had to drag him from retirement. They won the tournament as well last time around, and Lionel Messi was, the chief destroyer. And so far in this tournament, he's looked like he's spot on with his, fitness, even his sharpness as well. He's very good on the half turn.
You know what I like about when you're talking about Messi and Ronaldo? They are defying all odds. They are
even edge.
You look at them. One is 39, the other one is 41. Yeah. But they are still playing at the highest level.
Yes.
You were talking about Cabo Verde saying Argentina were having it easy. No, it's the World Cup. It means all the teams that are there are the best teams in the world. So it's not easy being in the round of 32. They want also to progress. Because if it was easy, they would just say, no, just give us the game, then we are through. But it's not going to be like that. They have to play the match. Football is played, not premeditated.
Well, let us look at Cabo Verde. They have been putting in quite a shift, and of course, that new odd draw with Spain, as we get to see Vozinha there, making those saves during the warm-up, and he looks geared for the game already, but he has been doing this all the 3 matches. We have seen him showing up to the party, and I can say that he has been the vital cog in the Cape Verde starting 11 and making sure that they do not get to concede. Just conceding 2 goals against Uruguay. Those are the only goals that he has conceded. 2 clean sheets. Can the man Lionel Messi, can the man Lautaro Martinez, as well as the war Argentine camp, be able to get the ball past that man and bury it into the back of the net, Devon?
Yeah, I would say it's not going to be a new odd draw. Never. That I'll bet my last dollar. They are going to score. But like you said, Vozinha is not going to give them that easy route. Because why? He's motivated in playing with them. Maybe he will be seeing them on TV, or you understand. But it's a motivation to him. Being there in the round of 32 is just something that they even, us as Africans, we didn't even give them a chance. Now they are just not under any pressure. If they lose, they will just say, no, we lost to the best team in the world. So it's the motivation is there. Just being there, they are going to cause maybe an upset.
Well, just being there, they are going to cause maybe an upset. Those are the words from Devon Chafa, and I've seen many broadcasters calling Cabo Verde the Cinderella. And of course, this is a fairy tale run for them, just their debut tournament. And they are the 3rd smallest nation to qualify for the FIFA World Cup. And they are doing wonders there. And now in the round of 32 in just their debut appearance. That tells you so much about the Cabo Verde team. And hopefully they will be able to see it through to the next round. That is for the African cause, of course. But we are going away for a break, and we will be back to deliberate more on this humdinger of a battle that is on the cards. But of course, it is that time that we get to give it to those that help us pay the bills.
Votre marque pourrait être ici, oui, là sur cet écran, sur cette chaîne, et aussi sur toutes les autres chaînes de New World TV. Sport, info, musique, séries. New World vous propose toutes les thématiques pour porter votre communication vers toute l'Afrique et à des prix très accessibles. Alors, n'attendez plus, contactez-nous à l'adresse pub@newworldtv.com.
Le monde entier est réuni devant la Coupe du Monde de la FIFA. et l'Afrique tout entière est réunie devant les chaînes New World Sport pour ne rater aucun match en si langue.
Et bien sûr, en temps maladif.
New World TV, c'est le meilleur du sport, de l'info, des séries, de la musique, à un prix enfin accessible à tous et partout grâce à tous ses partenaires. Et par satellite avec New World TV au Togo et au Mali. N'attendez plus, abonnez-vous à New World. Now you are watching.
Coupe du monde sans mot de tête.
It is set to go down, and the match is Cape Verde up against Argentina. And Argentina are the first seed in the world up against the 64th seed. And it will be exciting to see how these two teams will be able to play against each other. But gentlemen, we are about to go into that phase as we get to see those fans there, the Argentina fans. You can tell, even with the outfits, they look geared. Then the Blue Sharks of Cape Verde there, the fans are really ecstatic and really happy. And the question is, will they be able to make it to the round of 16? And we are talking of either teams. But gentlemen, I'm going to split you, and I'm going to be taking you, Prosper, as the Cape Verde coach. That is Pedro Leitao Brito. Then I'm going to be taking you, Devon, as Lionel Scaloni of Argentina. And now, just coming to you, Brito. And now, how are you going to be attacking this game? You've got a dreaded attacking lineup all the way from Argentina. And we have seen Argentina in the 3 group matches. They have been playing as a unit. They have been compact and they have been attacking. How are you going to be approaching this game given your defensive arsenal that you have shown all the way through the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, for Cape Verde, they come into this game with no pressure. I mean, they're the underdog. Everyone expects Argentina to win. But I would be quietly confident if I were Cape Verde because, they've caused a few upsets. They like sitting deep, don't they? And they like employing that low block. Inviting Argentina to come to them, and then obviously if you push numbers forward, they'll catch you on the break and they'll punish you. That has been their method of operating, and I think we won't be seeing anything different. The key is not to give a lot of space to the creativity of Lionel Messi's and Lautaro Martinez. So that would be the tactic from Cape Verde. The longer this game goes 0-0, then that increases Cape Verde's chances. So I think the first 10 minutes will be key. Try not to concede, just sit deep and keep the Argentinians at bay. And then obviously try and catch them on the break.
All right, and coming to you, Scaloni, you are a legend of the game from Argentina, and everybody knows Scaloni, he has also done wonders. But now you have won the World Cup in 2022. Now it's 2026, a round of 32. You are playing against an underdog, a debutant. You don't even know much about this team. But how are you going to deploy your arsenal to make sure that you are able to get a result from this match and progress to the round of 16?
If there's a game that is going to be difficult, it's going to be this one. Why? You're playing a team that you don't even know how they play, what attacking prowess they give you. But looking at Argentina, they like to play the ball too much, but they always give it to Lionel Messi. Why? Because he's the think tank. So if we are to get an early goal, maybe they'll open up the game. Once you get an early goal, it means they'll try to find to come back, meaning they'll open up spaces, and then we'll capitalize on that.
Wow. Definitely counting on opening up the spaces. But let's come back to you again. The attacking prowess of Argentina, and they are a team that are looking to win it all the way again. and they are capable of going all the way. They have got everything, but you also can score. You proved that against Uruguay when you scored 2 goals. What is your approach in terms of attack? Are you going to be laying all the way at the back, or you are going to be adventurous and also exploiting the spaces when Argentina tries to attack you?
It's all about picking your moments if you're Cape Verde, because you know that if you expose yourself, Argentina, they have a lot of quality to punish you. So sit tight, depend on the counter-attack. And the way they're shaping up as well, I mean, it's 4-5-1, just the one man up front, Costa, Duarte, Mendes, Duarte as well as Cabral. They sit compact in the middle of the park, just trying to disrupt those neat 1-2 passes between McAllister and Enzo Fernandez. If you can try and intercept one of those, and then you go forward. That's how they've managed to be in this position. That is a method that has worked well for them. You know, Spain, they made life difficult for them. They never got a chance to score. Same thing with Saudi Arabia. So I don't see that changing much. It's all about that grind, just making sure that they go hard at the tackles, making sure that Messi doesn't have life, which is going to be difficult because Messi is one of the best in the world at that. But I'm just looking forward to a Cape Verde side that plays fearless, and hopefully they can do the continent proud.
Well, and now coming to you, Scaloni, they have put 5 players in the middle of the park, and they really are up for that midfield battle. But you do have a man who's ever reliable, Depot, who's on the bench as well. Just coming in, you've got a man, Julian Alvarez as well. How are you looking to make sure that you are going to be exploiting them, given your options that are starting as well as the options that are on the bench?
The more the game wears in, the more difficult it is going to be for us. So that's why I would say, if we get an early goal, early, it means Isusu as Argentina, you are just going to enjoy now the game more. Why? Because they will be opening up the spaces. Looking at how the midfield battle, they are playing with, they have how many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4. They are playing in 4-1-4-1-4-1. So it means they are going to have 5 blocks. So for us, we don't have to play the ball too much at the back. We have to catch them on the break, or maybe those quick 1-2 passes between Enzo or Fernandez, or the deep runs, or the long range shooting from McAllister.
So, as we get to look at the stats that were on your screens, the stats, the group statistics, that is for Cabo Verde's group as well as Argentina's group. But let us get back to what you were saying, Devon, how you are going to be able to tame this Cabo Verde attack.
We'll use the spaces that they leave. If we are to rely on long range shooting, we have the arsenal to do that. We have McAllister who can take a shot from, and we have Enzo Fernandez who can run deep. Then we have Lautaro Martinez, the unpredictable one. And then the talisman. We give him the ball. If things are difficult, you do something for us.
All right, and let us come back to the Cape Verde attack. They have got one non-striker who's there, and